Well, what do you want to talk about? How about this ZT right here in front of me? The ZT308. Yeah, and you know, came out, what, 2020? 2020, what a year. With that brown G10 scale, and then the back was a lighter colored titanium. And of course, it was not a striped blade like this. And I remember when I was at SHOT Show, before the world ended, remember that? People used to be able to do things. I was talking with Andrew, doing a video with him at the SHOT Show, and he showed me the other one, you know, with brown scale. And I go, I'm just not big on the half and half. So this year, when I did that online chat with him, video, with Andrew, then he pulled this one out saying, how about this? And so I go, okay. I mean, I can deal with this. This is G10 here. This is titanium, but it looks the same. And it's kind of like, what was it? The Strider Onion one that came out. Was that a 3001 or a 3002? I can't remember, but I mean, they were full size, not like the 350 stuff. And this kind of really beckons to that, doesn't it? I mean, it's a bigger knife. And if I had any idea where my tape measure is, come on, quit hiding, damn it. Yeah, I mean, it's 3 3/4 all day long, and cutting edge is almost 4 inches overall, basically 9 inches at 22.5 centimeters. So it's a big knife. And if we're going to do that, then let's do this and get out of the way. 15.4 millimeters thick at 6/10 of an inch, and 0.15, 3.9 millimeters. So that's 4 millimeter thick blade stock. Okay, but the Hinderer that came out in full tie on 2020, and God, now I can't remember the model name. I'll put it down here. That's my favorite. I mean, that's my favorite. I don't like the half and halves. So the full tie. I have the full tie 456, the full titanium 452, and I've had both those pimped. I'm not going to put them on the table, but don't want to show off and show up the 308. But this is nice. This is a heavy-duty knife. This is coming back to what I think of when I think of ZT. Something like this. Fills the hand. Big dog. You know, tough. Well-made. And 20 CV blade steel. And, I don't know the Rockwell or anything on this, but we did some Rockwells on some of the Kershaw knives that had 20 CV, M390, and that kind of thing. And they also made the link in S35VN, House of Blades did. So we tested some of them, and the Rockwells were good. So not bad there. 200 grams. So this is not a light gent carry knife. And yeah, 7 ounces. There you go. You can't carry a half pound? You don't have to. It's only 7 ounces. What the hell? But let's grab a piece of paper and see if we can cut something up with it. Okay. This one here, I think I got it from White Mountain Knives. I don't know if they're still in stock. They want money for these. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. I mean, yeah, they want money for them, boys, don't they? What is it, $320? $320. There's a lot of knives you can get at $320 and below. So it really makes you kind of noodle on that idea for a while, going, if this was like $250, that kind of thing, and that's where I would really want to put this at $250, but $320, that's climbing up the staircase, isn't it? Oh, hey, by the way, speaking of lesser, okay, so I mean, I was talking about that when I did this review, right? I was going, And when I was on doing that FaceTime thing with Andrew at Kershaw, and so he showed the Cannonball. I think I had the ZT, or he had the ZT. I can't remember. So, no, he had the Cannonball. And he whipped that out, and I'm going, wow, that looks a lot like the 308. Doesn't it? I mean, look at this blade grind. I mean, well, they brought this plunge back a little further. And then the handle's not the same, but it travels up here, it has a peak, then it goes down. Travels up here, has a peak, then it goes down, right? I mean, the slope here is not the same. This is not the same. But it's interesting they did this teardrop cutaway here, and it made them think of doing a cutaway there, I think. Now, this design has not been credited to anybody, but this really smacks of the Strider Onion knives, I think. I mean, the handle's a little bit different and this and that, and so is the blade, but, you know. And so, no, it's not a copy of that, but it reminiscent of that. But interesting how similar this blade grind is. And this is in D2, by the way, and this is under $50, I believe. It's assisted opening, so wow, I'm the stud now. I'm 12 years old, and I'm... Sorry, I just had to take a cheap shot. But, yes, this one actually is for adults. Yes, people who know how to shake it down, you know, and have a good time with the fidget factor. It's fairly quick over the detent. It's over it right there. So now, this is, you can take this apart with a 1/2-inch wrench. And so we will take it apart. And of course, my 1/2-inch wrench is out in a toolbox somewhere stacked up. But I got a number 13, so we're going to go metric on this thing, and it'll work. But yeah, these are number 8s here. These are number 6s here on the pocket clip. I don't think we'll have to undo the pocket clip to take this apart. And you can go right and left hand with the pocket clip. So in that regard, it's ambidextrous. In regard to the fact the lock bar's on this side, it's not ambidextrous. It is right hand favored. It is not capable of going tip up carry. I mean tip down carry, which is, thank God for small favors, right? It's tip up only, and that's a good thing. And look at these standoffs. They remind me of a Hinderer knife standoff, don't they? To you, I mean that's some heavy duty stuff. I mean, there's no denying this is a heavy duty knife. It's 7 ounces. It's almost 9 inches overall length. That's a big, tall grind. You can slice, you can pierce, you can do a lot of stuff with it. It feels substantial and well built in the hand. So I'm not saying anything to that. I'm just saying there's so much competition on the market now. You know, I mean, you're not far off of just buying a damn Hinderer, right? Or maybe a Strider I mean, you just kick it up a little bit more. So that's... Now, in answering that, on the other hand, I think ZT does Hinderer damn near as well as Hinderer does. And Hinderer makes, you know, interchangeable standoffs and stuff for some of the knives that ZT makes, right? So they're pretty close. So, yeah. I think ZT does a better does a better Emerson than Emerson. I shouldn't have said that though, should I have? I really haven't got that deep into the Emersons, but the one that they've done that were Emerson, I thought they did really well. So let's just leave it at that. But this one's nice. Let's talk about the detent. Okay. You know, I can shake it out that way. Let me see if I can. No. Yeah, so this is a 5.0. It's right in there. You know, these things run, I mean, most of the knives that I handle that are frame locks, that have a detent ball, detent runs about 3.8 to, 6 point. And most of them fall within about 4.5 to 5.5. This one's right in the middle. So it's not difficult to deploy. Jimping on the flipper tab. Flipper tab is fairly muted, and it's got a cut through here. So there's nothing wrong with that. I like kind of the pivot look here. It looks really industrial, and I think that's a good look for this knife. This teardrop thing going in here, I don't know if I needed it. This would have been okay, just solid, to tell you the truth. Lanyard hole built in. So they're not doing it around a standoff back here. They're doing it through the area. And no, they didn't machine an area away here where that lanyard could lay flush with the scale. So they didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could have dealt with not having a hole there and just having a lanyard pin through there, and then you could put your thread it through, and then you didn't have the knife kind of sitting on the 550 cord. But okay. I mean, a lot of knives got lanyard holes like that. Some of them cut away to make room for the cord itself a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's solid. I like the tiger striping. I like the fact they did this color because it does look the same front to back, pretty much. So, I mean, that's livable for me. And, no, I think it's one of the better knives that they've done in a couple, 3 years. I don't know what's going on with ZT. I don't know if you guys know. I'm just not seeing a lot of stuff from them that I have any interest in. And I don't know. I mean, they used to be so creative and come out with so many things, and then it just seems like they've disappeared recently. Okay, I was trying to fail that detent. No, I mean, it's set up pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, it's really almost a no fail here. At least I can't. And ergos are good on this. Right in here, this finger, and the rest of them back here, not a problem. You can't really go forward here. You do have a little cutaway here, so when you sharpen the blade, you're not banging up on this thing. So yeah, that's a good thing. 20 CV, not going to be easy to sharpen, especially if it has a decent Rockwell on it. It's tough stuff, but it's going to hold an edge for quite a while. Got some jimping on top of the blade as well. So I like the 308. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this for sure. I think it's a little pricey, but that just depends on how you want to look at it. If you don't agree, that that's fine. But it's as solid as probably most knives in that price range. In any case, so it's definitely a big dog, and you can definitely feel the weight. Blade to handle is pretty good, and the design flow is great, And where's my balance? And there's my balance. So that's good. Yeah. I got no real special complaints on this. Kind of strange that they did this with so you use a 1/2-inch wrench. I mean, that's okay. It's just what I like about these Torx things, and if they would have done a number 8 or even a number 10 here, that'd have been great. Because, I mean, you could use a socket too, but I mean, a wrench can slip, and you got titanium here on the back. So you can right across there. I mean, titanium's like butter, baby. It's like butter. And you just don't want to put yourself in a position where you're likely to slip away. And that's why I wouldn't want a slot for a screwdriver or stuff like that. Because when you got a Torx, you're in the hole and you're locked in, And so you're not as likely to skate across with that steel tip. Okay, so let's do something about it. Here it is. My number 13's a little bit bigger. but it'll do. Okay, and so let's, it shouldn't take much before we can just unscrew it by hand. Maybe. I probably should just use this back part, right? Hold on, I gotta return. I gotta turn it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Now, and here we are. Interesting there. Well, let's get busy with the others. At least it's coming apart. Oh, did I just void the warranty? I hope Andrew's not watching. Yikes. I think that's what he said when we did our video together. You're going to void the warranty. And, you know, if you got a $40 shooter like that Cannonball, that's one thing, but maybe, you know, you want to watch it on this. And, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Okay, there's those 3 screws. So they came out like a champ. So far, so good. And so far, so good. Holy moly. Clean. You know, I don't know. They got a thing against ceramic bearings. Oh, I saw that on eBay somewhere. They had ceramic bearing replacements for certain models. So isn't that interesting? But I don't care. It's just that, yeah, I mean, steel will rust over time, where the ceramic bearings, of course, they're not going to rust per se. But other than that, I mean, if you don't expose it to prolonged, you know, and you keep it oiled up, it should be fine. But yeah, this is good. Not bad. I mean, I don't see where you could have done any real weight relieving there on that side, but they did on this side because of that G10 scale. So they skeletonized that liner, and so that's good. And let's pop this off. Try and throw the bearings off the table. Boy, they're big old dogs, aren't they? In a way, I mean, those are some pretty good sized bearing rings. Not too shabby. And of course, on this side, hold on. On this side, we've got obviously a steel washer. On this side, this must be steel. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's why there's no washer on this side, because this is steel. So yeah, your steel liner, then your titanium frame. Okay. Interesting. And yeah, that's steel. Wow, I'm not picking these up. Hold on. There's some slight magnetism, but it's really odd. Okay. Not very. And of course, this dog, I'm sure, is steel. Yeah, of course. Yeah, threaded right there. So you put that in on the front side, and you can see they milled. I mean, you can see the underside of here. They milled that sucker together like that. So it's only got one way it can go in, and that's up and down. And if you don't get it set right, there it goes. Now it's set right. All right, I'm going to flip this sucker right down here. I guess this is, there's not much to it. Okay, throw this back on. Those are some big old standoffs, aren't they? Pretty good size there. Oh, let's put in our stop is right there. Okay, on this side. That's fine. So we do need another set of bearings there. And we need this. And what else am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything. I'll just put you on top of there like that. Then I'm going to put that I got to compress the lock bar a little bit. Okay, now we're going to push this together. And we're going to get this together like that. Okay, we're good. Now, got to put old Grandpa back on here. And that shouldn't be too difficult, actually. Yeah, okay. Let's put these screws in. 1, 2, 3, come here. And lay them down. Oop. Yes. How about you, buddy? Okay. Oh, you're in the wrong hole. Lanyard. No, no, no. Oh, well, you're right there. And you're tight. And you're tight. Okay, good. Now, where are we on the blade? Well, it's centered. I wonder if we got any blade play. Did I hand tighten that enough? Ooh, I guess I did. Wow, yeah. I mean, there's no play. And it's got a better drop. Look at this drop. It's a little guillotine-ish. So I guess, I mean, there's no play and it's centered. Okay, so, yeah, that's centered. So if you like it like that, then maybe it's better than it was. You can always tighten this side a little bit more if you want to, you know, take it down a little bit, but I don't think I want to take it down much. Okay, let's just do a little micro and see. Okay, that's a little bit more hydraulic. Yeah, I'd say that's good. Oh, and by the way, it comes in an elegant box. And there it is, the 0308BLKTS, Tiger Stripe, BLK for black, KVT bearings, G10, 20 CV. So I guess their stuff means something. And look at that zipper pouch. That is lovely, isn't it? Especially for 320 bucks. Hold on, what do they got in here? Oh, they got extra. Some screws in here, so okay. Well, at least you get that. Hey, you can't say you didn't get screwed. Hold on. Okay. Extra screws. And they're long screws. So they must be for the pocket clip. Yeah, they must be for the pocket clip because they're small number 6s. And I'm going, I didn't see a body screw on here like that, but I'll bet that's what they are. I mean, you should be able to shift them, but it's nice that you have some extras. Okay. And paper. Please do not disassemble. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. Did I read? I didn't read it. But yeah, I mean, so they're showing you, you know, what, remember this, Strider onion type thing. It's very reminiscent to me, but yeah, I know the handle's a little different. Although, look at the slope in the back and here, and it rises here. This choil, this, it's not very different. So what the heck? What do you guys think? It's heavy duty. It's not a light carry gent knife. It wasn't made to be that way. Okay, so that's not a big deal with me. It's a beast. It's nice. I have no qualms with the knife. I think my biggest deal is the price, actually. Other than that, I'm fine with it. It'd be nice if they made a full tie version of this. Although, I mean, I'm not in love with titanium necessarily. I mean, really, they could make a G10 both sides liner lock version that would be a lighter weight version of this knife would be interesting too. because titanium just, it snail trails so bad all the time. That's the thing that really gets me. If this was pretty much as impervious as the G10 was, I'd be fine with it. But this cost a lot of money, and then it looks like hell after you've had it and carried it for a while, because, you know, it's going to scratch up. So, oh well. That's my opinion. I'm going to leave you with it. Oh, it's a good one, though. It's heavy duty. It's a monster. And you know what we do? We love them knives. So why don't you subscribe to my channel and stay sharp.